It's November the 13th. No, it's not. It's February the 13th. I don't know where November came from. Had a little bit of fresh snow last night. It's fairly warm, -5. It's supposed to be getting a little warmer than that and then turning colder again. It could be slippery today, so I've got to be careful. My plan is to just walk along Regina Avenue, which I hope is fairly well cleared, and then back maybe down around by Sheldon Williams Collegiate. But we'll see. The footing is a bit concerning me already, because you've got a thin layer of snow over ice from the thawing and freezing, and that's a bad combination. So I may change my plans here. In fact, I may cut this short. See if the street seems less slippery. I've already done some publishing work this morning. I offered a contract, the second one I've offered, for Shadowpop Press, reprised, to reprint existing books in new editions, books that were traditionally published but for which the rights have reverted to the author. Whoa. I don't like this at all. That's twice now in a block that I've almost slipped. So we're going to keep this really short. Because much as I like you guys, the footing today is such that I don't feel comfortable, despite those joggers you just saw go by. The sidewalks are awful. Like this one has had slush on it. Now it's got a thin layer of snow on it. So it's very rough and slippery. Nope. I'm gonna I'm just not interested in carrying this on for an hour. Not today. I'd have to walk like this at this crawl. I don't know why he went and turned around and head back the other way. Must be lost. See? Again, that was a lump of ice and snow that had frozen. So it just became a lump of ice. And then this thin layer of snow has made it extremely slippery. So this will be a short walk. I'm just going to go down to the alley. Oh, good grief. And you can't see. I'd be better on the street, although along here, if a car comes, that makes a big difference. The sidewalks are horrible, but I can't walk down the street if I go down Regina Avenue, so I can't do what I was planning to do. So what I'll do is I'll walk up Leopold here maybe on the street, and then walk down Angus and basically just head home. It was quite pretty this morning. But the sidewalks, they are dangerous. But I'll stretch it out a little bit since walking on the street seems to be feel reasonably safe. I'll stretch it out by walking up this way. At least I can see cars coming and get out of the way. You don't get a lot down at this end coming around this corner, a few. But so the interesting houses that are set at an angle, or else they're set straight, I guess, and the crescent makes them look like they're at an angle. I don't know which. This will take us up by the grasshopper up here. Sure, the road's fine, but you can't go walking down the road. Oh, here comes a car. As soon as I get over here, it's extremely slippery again. That is, of course, Albert Street up there, main north-south road. Here's our grasshopper sculpture over here. At Christmas time, it had lights on it. And in the summer, which isn't too far away, it'll turn green. Oh, and now it has a Valentine's Day heart on it. It's created by Wilf Perot, who's a local artist. That's right, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Now, I don't think I can walk up there. I'll have to get over to the sidewalk here for a little bit, because there's no place to go if a car comes around the corner and you're over there. So back to little tiny steps. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to get warm enough today to melt anything. And then it gets cold again, so I don't know when my footing's going to improve much. Along the creek probably won't be too bad tomorrow. But these residential walks, I may have to rethink until the sidewalks improve. Hi, Kirk in Vancouver. It's the Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there. See, this is all that one wasn't too bad. I thought it was ice, but it wasn't, so there you go. But it's the ice you can't see that gets you. Like here. Very, very slippery, covered with a thin layer of snow. And I do not want to fall again. I haven't fallen since November 11th. Not on ice. I fell in the snow one day. Alright, I'm going to walk on the road again here. Because I can see anybody coming. This is a one-way street. Maybe what I'll do is walk down to Davin School and walk through the playground. I could do that. That shouldn't be too bad. Somebody clearing the snow in front of the Unitarian Center there. a blower and a shovel. So walking down the street's not bad, but sidewalks are iffy at best. So what we'll do is go through the playground. It's got to be all beaten down. It can't be too heavy of snow to walk through. I know, it's only been 11 minutes. It's only going to be about 20 at the most before I'm going to call it quits. Well, maybe what I'll do is just walk around up here. I can stay on the roads pretty much. It'll be short, but I can make it a little longer than 20 minutes anyway. See, the roads melted off quite well. That's why they're not so bad. The sidewalks, not so much. And a lot of the sidewalks kind of slope for drainage down to the road. And then you get the snow melting on the front lawns. That one's pretty good. And it flows across the sidewalk and freezes, and then it becomes this really, 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 really slippery sheet of ice. And you put this little bit of fresh snow from last night on it. I know, I'm talking too much about how slippery it is. I'll stop. Anyway, so yes, I offered contracts to 2 authors for Shadowpop Press. I won't say who they are until they've agreed. I've got another set of books in hand to look at for that program, imprint. The other thing I did yesterday was started using something called Doodle, which makes these great whiteboard animations of a hand drawing things on a whiteboard. They're very fun to watch and eye-catching, and I made one for Shadowpop Press yesterday, and pretty much no time at all. Took, a little learning curve, but then didn't take much time. It's not spectacular, but it was fun. This is 15th. This sidewalk doesn't look too bad, so I'll take it up a block and then go back the other way again. Now see, there is, again, my foot's slipping on ice I'm not seeing. That's under this snow. Could walk in the alleys, but they're pretty bad too sometimes because of ruts. This is Retallic, so maybe what I'll do is put up another block, hopefully safely, on the sidewalk here. Be careful, and then I'll go down Robinson, which will take me to Connaught Crescent, and follow that home for my short but slippery walk. Oof. Again, my foot slipped on ice I couldn't see. It's pretty though, as I said, if you're, care for snow. We watched a movie last night, The Last Duel, Ridley Scott movie, and based on a book which is about sort of the last duel fought to the death in medieval France. It was pretty good. I mean, it was a very good movie, well made. Didn't do well at the box office. Matt Damon and Adam Driver, the guy from Star Wars? Ben Affleck. Okay, now is this guy turning or going straight? I want to get on the street, but I don't want to walk in front of him. He's turning, so I can walk on the road instead. So this will connect to, I don't know why that car's sitting there open with its music playing, running. This will connect to Connaught Crescent up here. And then just heard part of that conversation behind me. I doubt you could hear it, but somebody was telling somebody else that he fell on their sidewalk. Which is what I'm trying to avoid, which is why this is about to end, this walk, as soon as I get home again. And then I will shovel my walk so at least people can see the ice. This is not a four-way stop, so I've got to make sure there's nobody coming. So this is Connaught Crescent, which is half the size of Leopold Crescent. So Connaught nestles inside the Angus, which nestles inside Leopold, so Leopold's the biggest one. Leopold and Angus are both half circles. Connaught's only a quarter circle because it ends up here where the school ground is. It runs into Italic, which then connects to Angus Crescent. Point out these two houses side by side, the new and the old. Still only managed to 20 minutes here. Oh well, just what it is. Tomorrow's walk along the creek should be normal. It's supposed to be more snow tonight, so that'll be after a fresh snowfall too. But hopefully at least the walkway isn't too bad, slipperiness wise. And I can avoid most of the sidewalks for that walk. I'll walk downtown one day this week. By then, hopefully, things are a bit better between salting and all that stuff. Here, let's go. Just to stretch it out a little, I'll go up here and as I said, walk through the playground. So that's Davin School, now called the Crescents. But it will always be Davin to us. That's where our daughter went from kindergarten through grade 8. Now she's at the University of Toronto. She'll be home this week, actually. Let's see what the playground's like. Some of these things have been here forever, some are newer. I don't think that structure was here when my daughter was here, but the swings were. That structure was, so maybe this little one was. So you sort of have the little kids' playground, and then you have the big kids' playground. The grade 8's mostly just, there's a gazebo over there that actually my wife kind of oversaw the construction of when she was on the playground committee. The grade 8s tend to sort of, just hang out and be cool. And the little ones play here on the playground. There used to be an outdoor skating rink, but that's gone. Some of these trees were planted and not that long ago. Let's see if we can see the gazebo over there. Yeah, just over there past the school, that's the gazebo. It's an old school, built the same year as our house in 26, I think. 27, maybe it was built just before our house, but about the same time. And the same architect. His name has escaped me all of a sudden. Not Storian Van Egmond, it's the other guy. Oh well. Portnoy, Francis Portnoy. I'll go over here to the... So there used to be a skating rink right here. In fact, the first time we took Alice skating, it was right here on what was then a natural ice. Didn't have boards, it was just a flooded spot in the field, but for whatever reason, the powers that be decided that we couldn't have that. And down it went, or out it went. Those benches may have been here since then, I don't know. Now walk down the alley. Oop. Back towards Retallick. The brown bins are garbage, which gets picked up tomorrow. We only get garbage pickup every 2 weeks in the winter because it's so cold. It's not really a problem to have garbage in there for 2 weeks. The blue bins are recycling. That'll be picked up this Wednesday. The house in front of us is called the Bishop's House because once upon a time it was. It's one of the oldest houses in the neighborhood. It was built about 1914. Never met the people who live there, but I'm very familiar with that yellow Jeep. They've been driving it for must be 20 years now. And this is the one that has the really nice Halloween haunted house that kids line up to get into. There'll be people all over the street here on Halloween night. One reason why we get so many trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood, I think. If you go back, you can watch me live walk. Well, I suppose it's a dead walk, I guess, around the neighborhood on Halloween night. See some of the trick-or-treaters. I'm looking forward to... That guy's parked too close to the corner, I would say, and probably this guy too. And here we are back on Angus, where I started and where I will now finish, because it's just too slippery to do what I plan to do. So I'll stop here. 25 minutes did I manage? Yeah, 25 minutes. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks for walking with me, and tomorrow I will be back to walk along the creek. Bye for now.